Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 77 and as you can see, we're currently at a part of the base that you never normally see. Okay, we're actually at the back of the base right now, right behind the area, and we are over by Mumbo Fall. Now, for those of you who have not been keeping up to date with my videos, this thing looks a little bit wild. I'm going to be honest, okay? I didn't build this one. This was actually built by Euuuuugh. I responded to his prank in the previous episode of Hermitcraft, and also, of course, I put a link to his video of him building this thing down in the description of that video. I might, if I remember, put a link to that video once again in this video, just because this prank is mega. Okay, this is an absolutely awesome prank. The idea behind it was quite simple. I went up there, I jump down, I fall, I die, and then it becomes like a mumbo jumbo ideas machine, which is a really cool idea. So if you hit this button here, you can see we get ourselves an idea for a redstone contraption, or if you head over here, we get ourselves an idea for a video and things like that. And I thought that was such a cool prank in response to me building a Euuuuugh graphics card in this base. Really very cool, and I thought I would start off the episode over there just because it was a nice thing to look at. But anyway, let's head inside the base, and I really need to work on lighting up the internal area of my base here. We've got creeper holes all over the place. There's loads of dark spots and things. There is actually a creeper over there, so let's try and sort this guy out nice and easily. Yes, I'm getting better at doing that. So yeah, we've cleared out that area, and now it's time to actually start work on what I have planned for today's Hermitcraft episode. So, the first thing that I'm going to need to do is I have got a few resources to gather up, because of course, we are going to be working on a bit of a redstone project at the start of today's episode. I've actually got a really cool plan. It's been suggested a bunch of times down in the comment section, and it should be awesome, okay? If this works out as it does in my brain, then this is going to be a really awesome redstone project to work on. So we're going to need a few redstone bits and pieces. We're going to need a few hoppers as well and everything like that. But anyway, one thing that I just wanted to quickly mention is the fact that today, or at least yesterday, at the time of release of this video, Minecraft 1.9 should have actually released. Okay, so we've got ourselves a brand spanking new Minecraft update, and I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but I won't have played it yet. By the time this video releases, I will not have played it yet. In fact, by next Tuesday, I will not have played Minecraft 1.9 yet because I am going on holiday. I'm going to Portugal. As you guys know, I really do quite like Portugal. I've got friends out in Portugal. I'm going to be going to see them. But I am leaving on Minecraft Snapshot Day, which is a bit of a pain, I'm going to be honest, because as you guys are going to be having fun with the new Minecraft, I'm going to be having fun on holiday, which I suppose is a positive thing, but I sort of would like to be playing with the new update. But I guess you can't have everything in life, and I suppose I can't really complain particularly. But I'm super excited for Minecraft 1.9. It looks like there's a few really awesome features, nothing too redstoney, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll have to wait and see. It hasn't released yet. I'm only basing my opinions on what I saw at Minecon, but from what I can tell, it actually looks fairly interesting, and I'm looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into it. So let me know down in the comment section if Minecraft 1.9 is any good. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Hermit Thrills. You guys didn't know that I was coming here, but yes, we are going to be working on the roller coaster once again. Only temporarily, okay? We're going to be doing a small amount on the roller coaster. You can see it over there. It is looking fine and dandy as always. But we are going to be adding some extra detail bits, okay? Because, of course, you know, we've now got the queuing area. That's nice. We have the actual roller coaster itself, of course. That's a pretty big positive thing. But I think a few of you now down in the comment section have been suggesting a really cool idea. As you guys know, for anyone that's ridden a roller coaster before, the incline section is really slow, okay? And you also get like a little mechanical ticking noise, like Now what I thought we'd do is I thought we'd make it so that we travel up really slowly by gradually unpowering then repowering this powered rail. But not only that, we can add in a few note blocks and things that emulate that ticking noise so that it feels like we're on an actual roller coaster. I thought that was an awesome suggestion, and I definitely feel like it's something that this roller coaster needs to make it feel official and real, and it should be a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself set up. I've got all of the resources in my inventory that I should need. Hopefully I have everything, and now we're just going to have to start digging a hole. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been a bit of a spoon. In fact, in my anger, I've actually started dismantling some of the redstone. So let me just quickly recreate it so that I can show you exactly what's going on here. So finally, comparator comes out of that. Right, okay, that should be everything. And yes, there is an item in that hopper there. Right, okay, so that seems to be all operational and up and running. However, the idea itself is a little bit flawed. So as you can see, what we have is we have got ourselves a pulse extender that runs into this hopper clock, which then runs into all of these redstone torches here, which power, then unpower all of these powered rails over here. Now, this seems like a great idea, a really good way of slowing ourselves down so that it's a nice, steady ascent, I guess you could say, but sadly, it doesn't really work. It really doesn't work very well. As you can see, I start to roll down backwards, and that is exactly what we don't want to happen. If I hit the button again and hold W, however, it does work, but you have to be holding W, and I think that's something that maybe the hermits won't want to do, perhaps, and then obviously these ones up at the top are also unpowered, which isn't brilliant either. So all in all, it's been a bit of a failure at the minute. I'm going to try and work my hardest to make all of this work because I really, really want this to be operational, but sadly, we've hit a bit of a stone in the road at the minute, and hopefully I can come up with some form of solution. So, I have done a bit of redesigning on the redstone department. As you can see, we have got ourselves a brand new redstone clock. I say brand new. This is probably one of the oldest redstone clocks in the book. It really is one of the original ones, but it still works, of course. The basics never really change. And as you can see, we have got a few extra stuff going on in terms of redstone. It's nowhere near as simple as it was beforehand, but hopefully it is operational, because here's the deal. Okay, that redstone clock is a little bit faster than the hopper clock, which means that we should, in theory, be able to hold our momentum. Okay, so here goes. Let's go, and it doesn't really work, does it? I have to hold W, and that's a pain. I can't think of any other way that I can manage to make that work. So, I have tried a completely different approach here. This is without any redstone or anything like that. In fact, I should probably take out this redstone torch here and just make sure that it doesn't interact with anything. So yeah, I've taken out all of that stuff. Despite all my hard work and things, couldn't make that idea work. So instead, I have gone for a slightly more simple approach that should work. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'll be really upset. So here goes. And it's just as fast as normal. This is rubbish. I hate this. This is the most frustrating project I've worked on in ages. All I want is for my little minecart to travel slowly. Is that too much to ask? I can't believe it. Finally, I think I've actually done it. This one puts your heart on edge a little bit because you feel like you might actually never make it to the top of the hill. Look, hit the button and up we go. And it slows down. Are we going to do it? Yes, we are. Just about. Awesome. Okay, so I've managed to get the slow ascent working. Now all we have to do is the ticking noise, and then we'll have everything done. Believe it or not, this has taken a lot longer than I expected. I sincerely hope this little redstone project goes a little bit smoother than the one that I just tried to do. This should work, okay? This should work straight away, so we just need redstone on top of there, and then just the sand, and then finally our note block, which I have somewhere. There we go. So let's just place a few blocks out like this so that I can just stand, and note block. Yep, that's the sort of sound that I'm going for. Right, let's go for a nice high pitch one. Maybe not that high. Let's go back down to the bottom. There. Okay, that is absolutely perfect. Right, let's take out this block. So that is the system itself. We have ourselves a fast-paced redstone clock there. So if we power that thing, in fact, let's give it a tester. If we hit this button down here, in fact, why not just ride it? We can do it. Let's go, and I mean, it sort of works. It's a bit rubbish due to the fact that we have a little bit of server lag, so occasionally the ticks sort of bunch up a little bit. But, you know what? That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. It's a decent sound. I just must admit, in my head, it sounded a lot better than that, I'll be honest. Okay, I've been doing a little bit more fiddling now, and as you can hear, it sort of sounds a little bit better. It sounds better-ish. It's working now, so we've got that up and running. This has been such a mess in terms of redstone so far, and I want to do one more redstone project to do with the roller coaster. Okay, there's one last thing that I want to do, and this has been pointed out to me many times in the comment section. A lot of people have been requesting that I build a camera, you know, because on the roller coasters you can get the photos. So what I was thinking is we could build like a camera unit over here, and then as you go through, the flash could go off, and I think that would be a really cool thing to add into the build, just as a finishing touch, because of course, you know, we've got the tick-in, we've got the slow movement upwards, despite the fact that both of those are fairly rubbish. Hopefully, we can do a better job on the camera. So, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this redstone project is going a little bit smoother than all of the ones that I recently did. So let's just do the final bits of redstone here. We are just finishing up the redstone line from the detector rail into the camera flash. there is our camera. You can see that we have got the flash on top. When the minecart travels past this detector rail, that little flash will light up. So, for about the 10th time in today's episode, let's ride the roller coaster and see how all of this goes. So, first off, we should get the nice slow movement up, and we get the ticking as well. Excellent news. Then, as we come down, here goes. Oh, it's perfect! We got a bit of a lag spike then, which sort of ruined the whole thing. We weren't traveling very fast. But you know what? I would say that was absolutely perfect. Let's do that again. So we get the tick in. It feels like a real roller coaster. I feel like I don't actually have to go to any theme parks anymore. I could just go on this thing. And here it goes. Ah, yeah, that is absolutely perfect. That is ideal. I've got that completely right. There's a creeper up there, which is a little bit scary, but awesome. Okay, so the roller coaster is now 100% completed. I can't think of anything else that I would like to add to the whole thing. So let's head back over to my base because I've got a few other bits that I want to work on. Oh, brilliant. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, the authentication servers are currently down for maintenance. I think this episode might actually rival episode 98 of Hermitcraft Series 2 as far as most frustrating episodes to record is concerned. Oh, I'm pulling my hair out here. So, now that I've finally managed to log back onto the Minecraft servers, it is time for the next thing that I have planned for today's episode. And it's a little bit of an odd one. I'm going to be honest, it's not the most exciting task, but it's something that I feel like I need to do. Basically, as you may have noticed, throughout this entire season of Hermitcraft, I am yet to use an ender chest. I do not have any form of ender chest. I have absolutely nothing in that department. And that's something that I really want to sort out. Okay, I want to sort that out. And I want to make sure that I can actually have plenty of ender chests. So what we're going to do is we're going to bulk craft some. So I'm going to have to head off, gather up myself some obsidian. Yeah, it uses obsidian, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to gather up some obsidian. And we're going to have to start crafting some of these bad boys. So, here we are in the end. We have got ourselves some really cool looking builds. I've never actually seen these things before. Looks like we've got like a moon lander, and then we have that thing over there, which looks like a bit of a biosphere type thing. But yeah, it's really cool, but of course we are here to gather up all of the obsidian. And you know what? I think I'm going to do a bit of a time lapse of this one, just because it's been a while since I've done one of them. Final few bits of obsidian now. I can tell you, I really don't enjoy mining obsidian. It's just one of those things, it takes forever, but there we go. Right, we have got ourselves 4 stacks of obsidian, which, if my calculations are correct, if I can actually say the word, if my calculations are correct, should give us 32 ender chests. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that's enough. I think that's enough ender chests for anyone, okay? I don't think anyone needs any more than 32 ender chests. So that's gonna do me. That's gonna do me. Let's just head back over to the Mumbo Jumbo, and we can get straight to it if I can work out how to get out of this place. Here goes. We've got ourselves 32 Eyes of Ender, so let's just drag this in here and then this in here. And yep, it looks like I've done everything correctly. Boom. 32 ender chests. Now, what are we going to do with these? Where am I going to place these? Well, I guess the first one should probably go somewhere in here. So, there's one ender chest, and then maybe I want one around my bed. Yep, I want one next to my bed. That's definitely going to get done, so I'll chuck one down here. Bonk. Right, time to place a bunch of redundant ender chests. I think that's what that's going to be known as. So I've placed in around about 18 of the ender chests, and I just popped up at the top here to check out this area. I thought I would finally clear away some of these things, so I'm taking out Biffa. That item frame was flying. Yep, Biffa, unfortunately, you are gone. But I noticed this chest here, and as it happens, there are just tons and tons of saplings and wood and everything like that, which would have been super useful to know about when I was working in the storage area, when I needed loads of chests, when I was working on the roller coaster, when I needed loads of fence posts. Basically, I had a gigantic storage of wood up at the top here, and I never really realised, which is really very stupid. But also, I have got a ton of oak saplings, so we're going to have to sort ourselves out here. But anyway, take out this block and bonk, we've got ourselves an ender chest up there. And you know what, because I've got so many of them, we're also going to have an ender chest up here. Yeah, that's symmetrical now. That looks awesome. Excellent news. So I managed to place down most of the ender chest that I think 32 might have been a little bit high, to be honest with you. I don't know why I thought that I could use up 32 ender chests. I really did try my best. But you can see I've got two next to one another there, and that's simply because I've got a chest on that side, so I thought I'd even it out. But also, we've got an ender chest down at the bottom here. We have an ender chest over there. We've got an ender chest at the top of the stairs. We've got an ender chest down at the bottom of the strip mine. We literally have an ender chest in every single possible location where I could require an ender chest. Really, I've gone a little bit overboard, but it does mean that we are fully connected. And if we take a look inside the ender chest, you can see that I've got all of the essential items. I've got more ender chests if they're required. I've also got diamonds. I've got a bunch of pickaxes and things. Few diamond ore, few bits of coal, few bits of lapis, a little bit of food because that's always a problem if you run out of food, and then some scaffolding blocks, a little bit of redstone, and also a little bit of wood. So that is pretty much all the essential items I think I will need. However, let me know down in the comment section if there's any extra bits that you think I've forgotten, because I always forget items and things, and that will be really quite frustrating if I've missed something out from my ender chest selection. But anyway, now it is time to work on the final project in today's episode. I want to do something real quick, something nice and small, and that is to create a rubbish bin in this storage area here, because these chests here, they're filled with rubbish, okay? There's loads of stuff in there that I don't really want. I mean, obviously all this stuff can be put in the storage area, but other than that, I mean, most of it is complete junk that I don't really want to keep. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a little rubbish bin that dispenses all the items out into lava. I thought of an emergency item: quartz. I never seem to have any quartz down in this area here. And, oh, no, we've got ourselves one block of quartz, and I assume I can turn, nope, I can't turn it into that. That's really annoying. So yes, quartz, definitely in the ender chest. So guys, welcome back to another segment of Mumbo shows you how to build his favourite redstone circuit in the world. This is something that I tend to do fairly often, but I feel like it's important, okay? I feel like I'm doing the world a service if I show you how to build this thing every single time, because honestly, if there's one thing that I want you guys to take from my videos, it is that this circuit is the best thing in the world. Now, I'm going to try my best to remember how to do it, because it's been a while since I've actually done this circuit, and despite the fact that I seem to build it every single other day, I do seem to forget how to build it every now and again. So it's all of those, and then the repeater running background like that, and the redstone running into the comparator, and there we go. So now what will happen is that any items that come into this dropper will be chucked out into that area there. Now, I'm playing with the idea of having it just despawn the items, but to be honest with you, I think, you know, that could be a bit of a bad idea if I'm chucking out a large quantity of items. I can't imagine I am going to be chucking out too many items, but if I do decide to do that, then it could cause problems. So let's look around. Do I have any cactus? I have a feeling I have some cactus over at this end. It looks like I'm actually sorting out cactus, but I highly doubt there is any in there. Nope, absolutely not. And I'm assuming, no, we don't have any cactus in there. We've got cactus green, but we don't actually have any cactus. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go up to the base, and I'm going to have to try and find some of that. There we go. We've got ourselves a cactus. Let's just chuck it down into the bottom. So the sand needs to go right the way down to the bottom there, and then the cactus goes there, and there we go. We've got ourselves an efficient system that definitely works. It works 100%, so let's just chuck in the sandstone back in there, and then we're going to need a stone slab there. And what needs to go there? Iron. Right, okay, so that is everything done, and that rounds up today's episode, ladies and gents. I really do apologise that today's episode has been a little bit of a mess. I'm going to be honest, when I wrote out the plan for today's episode, I was like, yeah, okay, these are all things that need to be done, but that's not the most interesting episode plan in the world. And then when everything started going wrong, the Redstone project didn't work, the login servers went down, I believe they're actually being DDoSed at the minute, which is a bit of a pain. It just turned into a bit of a mess of an episode. So needless to say, I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I feel like the time that I've put in hasn't really shown well in the episode, which is always disappointing when that happens. But I'm sure the next one will be fantastic, okay? I really am, because I've got a cool plan for that one, really interesting ideas. So, yeah, let's look forward to that one. But anyway, ladies and gents, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.